Hey folks, welcome to the weekly preview of personal finance. We're in week 7 of quarter 3. We only have 10 weeks, all right? So quarter 3, I think, ends the first week of April. I'll get back to you on that. But this week is week 7, March 4th to March 8th. There are a couple of half days this week. May have a snow day. In cyberspace, that doesn't matter. You get all your work done. That is the beauty of cyber school or online classes. So we're still on chapter 17 this week. We're going to do the key terms, and then you're going to take a vocab quiz worth 20 points. All right, a couple of multiple choice, some matching. Then what I want you to do is watch this video by Ray Dalio. All right, Ray is one of the best investors of our time. He's worth a couple of $1 billion, but he has a great synopsis of how the economic machine works. And it's a little bit of animation, but a lot of reasoning. And Ray actually does the narration. So, following chapter 17 key terms, we're going to do the chapter 18 key terms. They're there on Quizlet for you to study. Okay, I made a nice video lesson for you for chapter 18 section 1, and there is a discussion question at the end, and that's worth 20 points. The next slide is I expanded that. In the resources, I have a copy of the PowerPoint that I used for this video lesson. All right, so if you don't want to watch the video lesson and go right to the PowerPoint, it's down here in the resources. All right, so I opened up the financial web pages folder, and this is a video on how to read a stock summary on finance.yahoo.com. They all kind of look the same, but the easiest one is Yahoo, and I put a link here as well to the finance.yahoo.com page. And then there's Investopedia and The Street. If you like either of these, obviously you can use them for looking at your stocks and researching your stocks. So there is some animation. So this is kind of what a stock summary looks like. If you go into if you go into finance.yahoo.com and put in the letters FB or the term Facebook, this is the summary you're going to get. All right, so right here is the most important. That is the price at which it is trading right now. And that's the change from the open. This is in dollars or cents, and that is in percentages. And remember, this is Facebook. Now, Facebook opened at $162.60, and that doesn't sound right. I'm sorry, the previous close was 161.45, so it's up 83 cents. You can see that it opened today at 162, so it's down from its open. These are the bid and the ask. They will be covered in the video that I attached that's up in this folder. The days range is simple. This is what it opened at. This is what it's trading at. This is the lowest point it hit during the day. This is the highest point it hit during the day. The 52-week range is the same thing, except for this is for the 52 weeks preceding. So exactly 1 year ago, this is the high that the low that it traded within the last 52 weeks, and this is the high that it's traded at within the last 52 weeks. So you can see it's way off its high of 218 because it's at back up here 162. All right, but it is higher than its 52-week low. So this is all covered, but I wanted to get into this is the dividends, and we'll talk about that in this chapter. The yield is actually the percentage. The dividend is the dollar and cents. The yield is the percentage. And that's a nice way to make money. All right, that's real money in real time. Wanted to cover the price to earnings ratio real quick. It is a ratio. If we go back to our math class, you can express a ratio as a fraction, or you can use the word to, or you can use the semicolon. All right, so it's that same thing. It's that ratio that we used to use in math. So it can be the current price, which in Facebook's case was like $162, right? Over the earnings per share, or current price to earnings per share or current price colon earnings per share, just refreshing the math portion of it. So we want the price to earnings. So in Facebook's case, their price today is right now is 162.28 in this example. Their earnings EPS was $7.57, and that comes with a PE ratio of 21.44. All right, so again, the earnings per share, there's the price, and then you come up with the PE ratio of 21.44. All right, so it's all there right in the stock summary. They've done it for you, but if you want to do it yourself, there's the price, there's the earnings, there's the price earnings. A good average PE is 20. What does that mean? It simply means that a company's stock price should be about 20 times its earnings per share. With a PE of 21, Facebook is properly valued at $162 a share. Sorry about that typo. $162 a share. Netflix, that's another big company. Their PE ratio is 133. What does that mean? That simply means Netflix is overvalued. Okay, its PE ratio is way high. Its price is way high compared to its earnings. All right, so it's overvalued. Might want to stay away from that if you're an investor. If you like Netflix and they're growing their numbers and you have faith in them, go for it. By all means, hopefully that earnings will catch up to the price. That's what you want to happen so that that ratio comes down. And if you look at the chip manufacturer, Micron Technologies, their PE ratio is very small, 3.52. What does that mean? Well, it means it's undervalued. Then again, it could be because it's earning very little. Okay, so its price is low. It's undervalued. But if the earnings catch up to it, this should go up closer to that 20 level. So it's just a little bit of a way to look at a company without having to read a whole bunch of newspapers and get into the financials and everything. Just look at that PE ratio. If you have any questions this week, all right, my office hours are Monday to Friday, 2:15 to 2:50. Check out the Zoom room. All right, this is a little chat room that I open up every day. So it's a virtual classroom. You can pop in. Your microphone will activate. You can turn off your camera. It starts. Your camera is off to start. You can turn it on if you'd like, but there's no need. And all you do is click that link, and I'll be there waiting for you if you need any help. Obviously, give me a call at 484-713-8085. And you guys have been great with the email. If you just want to keep communicating with me through email, that's fine. But no one has come into my Zoom room yet. All right, so I'm waiting for my first customer. But I do open it up every day. All right, so hopefully I got this week all set for you and you're able to complete all your assignments. This is quarter 3, week 7. Make it the best week ever.